Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy George Michael Perez, aka GMike, and y'all already know what it is, baby. Back with another episode of the G Perspective. And before we get into it, please follow me on all my socials at George Mike Perez on Twitter, GMike Media _ on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And the audio version of the podcast is available on all podcast platforms and YouTube as well. This week, bringing back an old guest, CBas Mattar, and we go into his comedy career and how it's going for him. We start talking about the Miami Marlins and how far they got into the MLB playoffs. The Miami Heat season is about to be underway in a few weeks, the regular season. So we talk about how the roster is looking and what we expect from them. And then the Miami Dolphins are first in their division, and they're doing very well. We go into all the ins and outs for the Dolphin season, the rest of the season going into the playoffs. So please don't forget to please subscribe, leave some comments, talk your smack, and like the video, baby. But let's get it. Yeah, man, great convo already. CBas Mattar, how you doing?
What's up, bro? What's up? I'm not gonna lie. I got a bone to pick with you, bro.
Let's go. Bring it, baby.
I see here you put Matter.
That's on the doc. That's on the doc though. But if you check out, you can't see it right now, but it says Mattar on the little scroll text that I have here when the episode comes out.
All right, good.
I was in a rush. I was like, man, let me.
Nah,
honestly, no. I know you're kidding, but still, I honestly do not like that. Like, I wouldn't want to butcher anybody's name because names are really fucking important for people's fucking brands.
Man, for sure, but still, bro, it's totally fine. I just like to poke fun about that. I saw it and I was like, I'm gonna wait till we start the episode. But yes, man, great conversation we've had so far. It's been great so far. Am I too close to the mic? Are you good? Is the audio coming in fine?
You straight.
All right.
How you doing though, bro?
I am living large. You can't see it, but I got my Miami AF. Miami AF. And it's not the soccer team. Bought this shirt many moons before the soccer team, but I'm doing good, bro. I can't complain. Just out here, grinding, trying to figure it out and just doing shows. I got a show coming up in 4 days. I've gotten a lot of Spanish work and now that I'm in Texas. I just went up at Joe Rogan's Comedy Club this past Sunday at the Comedy Mothership. It was really dope. It was dope. Thank you. It was surreal. Like, that was my second time going up. The first time I went up second. So how that works is you sign up at 5:30, 5:30 to 6. They put your name in a bucket, and at 6:30 they put a lineup out next to the club. And it shows, like, it's kind of like a did you make the team roster type of shit. And then you go over there and you look, and then everyone's like, oh, I didn't get picked. They only pick 16 names. Usually there's anywhere between like 100 to 200 people that sign up.
And only 16 make it?
Yeah.
Damn.
So I had gotten picked.
First round of the draft, baby. Let's go.
Nah, I had gotten picked a few months back. I went second, so the room was still kind of cold when I went up, whatever. I did my joke. All right. And then I went up this time. This time I got called up 6. So I was like, all right, that's like a nice spot. Like, the crowd's loosened up a little bit.
They're drinking a little bit already too.
Right. So it's a little sweeter, and I had a game plan, and I went in, bro. I boom, 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 boom. That shit wasn't no like, oh, I killed Dave Chappelle home run. But that shit was like a B+, man. I was like, all right, I got a standing triple. Yeah, for sure. Standing triple any day of the week. Sliding triple, bro.
Okay, you're in.
Beat the tag. So I got that, and it felt good, bro. It felt good, and I was like, all right, cool. So I did that, and I've hit up a few spots, and then I got a show coming up 4 days from now. It's a Spanish show, bro. I don't know the name of the venue. I want to say it's Roscoe's Comedy Club. I could be wrong though.
Okay.
But regardless, I got that gig coming up too. So just out here, dog, grinding, Just
boy, stay grinding.
That's it, bro. That's it, man.
Hell yeah, dude. Sure. Nah, man. Hey, keep grinding. Keep focusing on your craft, bro. And what you said earlier, you said you're working, but you trying to figure it out. And I think you got it figured out, motherfucker. You just got to keep going.
Just got to keep going and just got to wait for that right moment, you know?
Yeah.
Just,
dude,
just show up for it.
All it takes is that one night, that one stage that you get up on. Those 5-10 minutes that you blur out all your jokes. It doesn't matter who. It's just that one person that's gonna be in the room. Yo, you know what? I like this guy, bro. You know what?
Yeah.
Let me go talk to him.
That's all it is,
man. Another show.
And you gotta stay true to yourself. And I think that's the biggest thing that I try to always remember is like whenever I see a comedian that goes up before me, or like I see a comedian that like maybe has better opportunities than me, and I'm looking at them like, damn, what are they doing? Like, maybe I should do it their way. And then it's like, no, bro, like you just got to stay true to you.
Yes.
Stay real. And sooner than later, that shit gonna work for you.
Just
keep, like what you saying, just keep showing up. Just keep fucking doing it. So
every day,
that's pretty much the mentality.
Some people think that Rome was built overnight. Nah, homie.
Hell no.
Nah, homie.
Hell motherfucking no, man. And a lot of people, you know what it is, bro? A lot of people give up. Like I tell people, like, you got to get through year 6 to get to year 10. So if you're not going to see through year 6, you ain't never getting to 10. Yeah, and that's the way I see it, bro. So just keep pushing, going up, trying to get my own room, trying to get a room down here so I can do my own shows and shit.
Yeah, man. Hey, that'll be fucking fire, dog. I gotta go out, bro. I gotta go out there and fucking listen to one of your
shows. Bro, absolutely. You let me know whenever you're in town.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, my girl and I love to travel, so go to Texas. We haven't been to Texas.
Texas
out there, boy.
Texas is gorgeous. I highly recommend. 10 out of 10.
How far is it from Arlington, where you're at?
I'm like 3.5 hours away from Arlington. Okay. More or less.
It's a big drive.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a drive. I mean, like I've done like Dallas is about the same, 3.5. I've done shows out there, and then there's Fort Worth, which is about 3-ish, 3:15. Or like 3.
Okay.
So yeah, bro. Arlington is not that far. You're gonna be in Arlington?
No, I was just thinking about it because that's where the Cowboys play. So I was like, man, go out there for a game.
Isn't that where the Rangers play too?
I think so. I don't know. I don't think it's the same stadium. I think it's like right next to it.
No, not the same stadium. But I think it's in Arlington, Texas, because the Marlins were gonna come into town beginning of August, and I was like, how far is Arlington? And it was like 3.5 hours. I think they might be in the same.
That's a bit of a drive for sure. It's like Miami or Orlando type.
Bro, once you come to Texas, those drives are small, dog. Especially those drives are small. Like, honestly, you know what I think it might be? I think it might also be like driving to Miami. Driving to Miami is like a 21-hour drive. So whenever I hear like, yeah, and we did that when we moved here. So at the beginning of 2021, and then we did that again at the end of 2021 when we visited Miami, or whatever year it was, 2022, whatever. So we've driven twice, technically 3 times, because then we drove from Miami back, and we're gonna be doing it again in December. So like 3 hours drive is like, whatever, like I get to San Antonio in an hour. I get to Houston in 2.5 hours. I get to Dallas in about 3.5. So that's why I go like, all right, those drives aren't that bad. I get a lot of places within 3.5 hours. So it's not like in Miami. Like that's what I try to explain to people. I'm like, the only other place you can kind of go to is going to be Orlando.
Yeah, because you can only go up unless you're going to the Keys, 4-hour drive to the Keys. But like
you're more like, and then if you want to go to Tampa, it's like 4 hours. Like I'm 4.5 hours. No, not 4. Yeah, I'm 4.5 hours away from Oklahoma.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think I'm like 4.5, 5 hours away because my buddy he lives out there, and he was gonna come see me at Fort Worth, and he told me Fort Worth was like an hour and a half away from him, which was like 3 hours away from me. So, yeah, I'm not that far from Oklahoma. I'm not that far from New Orleans either. Like I can get to New Orleans, I think like in 8 hours or something. So it's
some people hear that though, and they're like, man, forget that. I ain't driving that far, Like, but like if you do a lot of driving, like after a while, it gets shorter for you for sure.
Yeah. Especially like I've done a lot of like gigs that are like between an hour to 2 hours away. You know,
And
like multiple nights and
go
shit.
out there. Fuck that.
Yeah. I did San Antonio one night, which is an hour south of me. And then I did Dallas, which is 3.5 hours north of me on a Friday, Saturday, you know? Okay. So yeah, that's why when I do those drives, I'm like, all right, it's not too bad. It's not horrible.
Hey man, it's for your career, bro.
Forget that. Man, that's it, bro. Yeah. Gotta get it where I can.
You gotta get it done. Where I can, you gotta get it done, man. Fuck all that. 100%. But yeah, man. You bring up the Marlins. Miami Marlins, man, they finished the season in the wild card round this year in the MLB playoffs. And they made the playoffs back in 2020. But before that, they hadn't made the playoffs since they won the World Series against the Yankees, beating them 4-2. You guys go to the wild card round, finish third in the NL East, right behind your wild card opponents, the Philadelphia Phillies. You guys play the Phillies and get swept. Yikes. I just wanted to get your thoughts on all that because I know you're a big-time Miami Marlins fan, and I'm not huge into baseball like that, but I wanted to get your opinion on how you think their season ended off, even though, you know, they didn't go all the way, but they made the playoffs.
Yeah, bro. First of all, love the Marlins. Been my team since 2003. I remember watching. That's why I became a baseball fan, was because of that World Series in 2003. And then I got to work for the Marlins. That was a fun time too. I did a season in 2019 as a hype man for them. So I got hella love for the Marlins. I think this was supposed to happen sooner. This was the vision, probably 2018-ish. So we were late on it. The 2020 season, it's hard to say like, oh, I don't count it. I understand, but it was like, what was it? Like 60 games? It wasn't even 80. It wasn't even half a season. It was like 60 games, I think.
Okay.
And, yeah, we made it into the playoffs and all that, but I kind of just look at that year like a little fluky. So I really only look at 2003. It sucks because if you look at our record, 84-78 is not bad.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Atlanta had a freaking phenomenal season, and the Phillies had
whooped right now.
They had a great season. Yeah, they got handled, and like that's impressive because Atlanta's no joke. Like, dog, I'm talking about the Marlins were on a roll. We hit Atlanta. We pulled up on Atlanta. We were up like, I don't know, game one, we were probably up like 2 or 3 runs in the 8th inning on some like, oh, you know, we're like riding a win streak right now. We're good. Bro, they mopped us in the bottom of the 8th inning. They started just scoring runs. We couldn't do shit in the 9th. That's it, bro. We lost the game in a half inning. Bottom of the 8th inning is all it took for them to win, even though like we had been on them all night. So to see that Philly came in and they took care of business in a big way, bro, but it's Philly, bro. Like,
no, that's to play at Philly must be insane, dude.
Bro, like imagine like, yeah, I get it. Playing in the Garden is like hard, but like, dog, I don't even know how many people sit in that Philly stadium. Yeah, there's got to be at least 60,000 people.
Yeah, facts.
And like, if you play in TD Garden, that's like, I don't know, 20,000 at most. You know what I mean? Like
probably half, but yeah.
Right. Like, I'm just saying, like, dog, imagine having 4 times that amount of people, you know,
screaming and yelling, and Philly fans are crazy too.
Right.
Man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like a history town. Like there's like American history. There's sports history. There's like a bunch of culture in that, a different type of culture, a very like specific culture. And like, bro, when you saw the Marlins out, like when I was watching the game, I was like, we look like we're so timid by just the environment we're in, you know? And I'm like, well, that's good because that's what we're supposed to learn. But yeah, man, I didn't see Game 1, I think we scored 1 run or almost scored a run. And then I was like, oh yeah, I think
they got us. They got us.
Yeah. We good. But I will say, bro, like they definitely I think saying we made the playoffs as being impressive, I think that's not true. I think that's what we needed. I didn't think we were gonna continue. Like I feel like if at the midseason point we ended the first half of the year very hot. And then we started off bad. I think we lost like 9 straight games after the All-Star break. And that really fucked us. And then it took us a little minute to get out of that slump. And then we got hot again at the end of the season when it mattered. And we were able to win big games. I think for the most part, if we keep a good core of the guys, I mean, Luis Arias was a great pickup. If we can stay healthy with Jazz Chisholm, he definitely was injured a few times throughout the season and missed games that could have potentially, given us a few more games of cushion. John Birdie, that guy is a monster. He plays all around, and we definitely got to keep him on the squad. And then we added this guy named Josh Bell and Berger. Oh my God. I want to say it's Nick Berger, but I could be wrong. I forget but pretty much the Marlins had like $5 burger day when we signed him. And those two guys, once they came on the team, they like their bats came to life and they were like winning. They were either helping us like close games out or putting us in positions to close games out with like doubles, homers, triples, a clutch single, a walk. Like these guys were phenomenal.
That's what you really need too. You need players that are gonna come in and try to clutch it up for you.
Like we were such a good team this year as far as like I feel like we're always good at pitching. But what really stood out to me this year was like 7, 8, 9 innings. Innings 7, 8, and 9, I started seeing the Marlins do things I had not seen them do in years. And that's just like create opportunities to score. Whether it was a stolen bag, whether it was beating a double play out. So now you keep the runner at, second and they get the runner out at first or whatever the case may be. And pop flies and sack bunts and things like that. Like we really executed well. And then our bullpen really like did a great job this year, in my personal opinion, of like holding leads. Yeah, we have blown leads here and there and whatnot. Like we still got a trouble. We still have like a problem with our closer and our relievers. We got this guy from New York. I forget his name, but he came in and his first start, like his first 2 or 3 outings, he blew like a 2 or 1 run lead. And he's supposed to be the guy that holds that lead for us for our closer. And this guy was out here blowing leads like in the 7th inning and shit. And I was like, come on, bro. Like, so we do got like a little gray area there, but overall we did things that like I feel playoff teams do. They score in the 7th, the 8th, the 9th. They capitalized on errors, whether if it was like overthrown at first base or the catcher overthrew it at second base trying to catch a steal. We just took care of Aubrey. I'm sorry, bro. My fucking dog.
I don't hear nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So regardless of what it was, we took care of like we did stuff that like winning teams do. We won those innings. We had good pitching, and I don't know, bro. I feel like if we're not in the playoffs next year, it's a problem. Like I feel like again, we should be in the playoffs next year. It shouldn't be a oh my god we made it moment. Like no,
yeah,
we should know that we're getting in there.
Yeah.
So,
and I feel like it has to do with the GM that you guys got. Kim, I don't want to pronounce her last name wrong, but Kim.
I don't know how to say her last name.
Ninja.
I have no idea.
But I've heard from multiple people that are Marlins fans as well that they're very excited that she's on with you guys. She came in late in November, but they're saying that she's really flipping this team out and really actually bringing in players and staff that actually know baseball, the in and out of it, and can get you guys to where you want to get to. So I feel like that's good motive moving forward.
Yeah, she was the forefront of getting those two additions, Berger and Josh Bell. She pushed for them, and I mean, you ever seen Moneyball?
I've seen not the whole thing.
Well, point being that I feel like she saw these guys that to every other team, they probably weren't going to give them anything really that they were looking for. But she figured out a way to use them to elevate this team with what they had to offer and found a way to incorporate them. And bro, those guys' bats came to life and their defense was fucking phenomenal too. Like we got a third baseman and a first baseman out of it. Like we got the corners covered. And yeah, man, I think everyone always like gives her high praises about, being the forerunner of like getting those two additions. And bro, we needed it. We definitely needed it. I feel like our Jeter did a great job at kind of pushing the Marlins in a new direction of like, this is how baseball should be done. And then, and when I say that, I mean, like, if you look at the stadium when we first got it, if you look at the team when we first had it, the logo, the color scheme, all that sort of thing was kind of everywhere. The home run sculpture in center field. There was a lot of things going on, but there wasn't like a unifying theme. And then when Jeter came in and he like, all the seats were the same color. They started implementing things that involve more of the community. Again, I don't know if Jeter was the guy who signed off on this or pitched it or had ideas towards this. But he had
influence for sure.
Right. It was during his tenure
of
like, this is why we wanted you, right? This is why we were excited for Jeter. And he really brought a lot of that baseball foundation into Miami. And now I feel like he did his part of pushing the needle that way. And now Kim stepped in and she's just kind of like touching up, here and there, adding these people. I mean, like, fuck, Skip Schumacher, dude. I had heard that guy's name a few times when I was watching playoff baseball as a kid. I didn't know jack about him. And then this guy comes in and takes the Marlins to the playoffs in his first year as a manager. We ended up over 500. Like, what? And we're not talking about like, dog, if you look at the 2007, 2008 Marlins, where we had Hanley Ramirez, Jorge Cantu, Dan Uggla, Mike Jacobs, all four infielders hit 30 home runs that year. I think it was the first time in MLB history that the entire infield had more than 30 home runs. And I don't even think we sniffed the wild card. We were that good and bad at the same time.
Yeah, because I think you guys went to the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken, in
2003. 2003,
oh,
2020.
No, yeah, you were close. You were close in 2009. You guys were second in your division, but I guess the way that played out with the other divisions, you guys didn't even get into the playoffs.
The closest we got was after that was
87 and 75.
What year? It was the year that Stanton, we were playing the Milwaukee Brewers in a 3-game series at the end of the season. And I think Milwaukee had us by half a game in September. And we were fighting for the wild card spot. I want to say we were still, we were still the Miami
2017, probably.
We were still the Miami Marlins and we still had Stanton. So it's before he left to the Yankees. And, oh my God, this is going to bug me. When did...
Yeah, because he was a top player in 2017. And you guys finished second that year as well with 77 and 85. So under 500. Still almost winning the division.
Man, oh my God. Now I'm pissed about this. Oh, here, it was 2014. It was 2014.
Oh, he was the
September 11th, 2014. So that year, that September. So it wasn't late September.
The same record. Wow. Oh, my bad. But 2014 and 2017. Same record.
Oh, yeah?
Crazy.
Bro, that year, Milwaukee had us, I believe, by either a game or half a game, and we had them in a 3-game series, and we were going to potentially take the wild card spot over them. Game 1, and Stanton gets a fastball to the face that crushed his face and started making him leak, and that's why he wears the next season. He came back with a batting helmet that had the wiring.
Yeah, that comes here.
Yeah, but it wasn't the piece. It wasn't like the whole piece that everybody wears now. It was just straight like almost like, you know how the football helmets have like the grid that go across it. It was like the same concept, but it came out this way, and it had a G in the middle for Giancarlo. And he wore that for that season after he broke his face. But we literally were on the verge. This is when we still had Jose Fernandez, I believe so. Yeah, we still had Jose Fernandez, and we were on the verge of like taking that wild card spot over Milwaukee, and they fucking throw that fastball in on Stanton, blew his face up, and we lost. We lost that whole series. We went 0-3, and then forget about it, bro. And then one of the big things they said, which is when I was working for the Marlins, that like they said was changing the culture after Jose Fernandez passed away. Yeah. That was like a big narrative. They're like, whatever we got to do, we got to do it. Like we gotta shut this book. Oh shit. We got to shut this chapter down and not let this gray cloud stay over us. So I think that was a big push behind the rebranding and everything of the Marlins, was because of what took place with Jose Fernandez. I feel like we got that monkey off our shoulder this year by going to the playoffs and showing, what we got. So
yeah, man. I mean, anytime you make the playoffs, bro, you got to be proud of that. No matter if you lose in the first round, no matter if you go to the World Series, you got to be proud about making the playoffs, bro. Because at the end of the day, for the players and the organization and even the community in Miami, it's only going to bring more revenue, more spotlight on you guys. More fans are going to be like, damn, they were actually pretty good this year. Damn, maybe next year I'm going to go to a couple games,
Right. It also didn't hurt that we had the Yankees in town this year, so that's always a big plus. And we were playing well, and we beat the Yankees after like it was a 1-1 series, and then Game 3 we won in the bottom of the 9th. It was like almost like a little World Series reminder. Mm-hmm. And it was the 20th year anniversary of the World Series that we beat the Yankees. There was a lot of stuff in our favor this year in our corner, and we capitalized, bro. We didn't have a shitty season at all.
Yeah.
No,
so above 500,
above 500, made it to the playoffs. And guess what, bro? We lost to the fucking Philadelphia Phillies in Philadelphia,
who might actually win the whole thing.
They like, when people say, like, I was listening to the announcers and they said like, Philadelphia's got a redemption because of last year. They got something to prove. They got to do it. That reminds me of the Heat with the Spurs, where it was like, we got something to prove, and then we ended up losing in 2014.
Yeah, but it was a lot of cheat codes that they put into that arena. Taking out the AC.
Yeah. But we was on a mission, bro, and nobody was gonna stop us, because that was our 27-game win streak year.
Yep,
was the year we lost the fucking finals. Yeah. So, but I feel like, I'm just excited, bro.
No, I love it. I love the passion that you have for the Miami Marlins. Honestly, I hope next year they get to go back into the playoffs and go further into
Make a deep run, man. Yeah, make a deep run. That's all we can ask for, bro. Just make a fucking deep run.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, for the city of Miami, baby.
City of motherfucking Miami.
Yeah, and it's funny because you bring up the Heat, man, because we're going to talk about that too. The 2023 Heat season is about to be underway. Preseason is going on right now. We're looking pretty good. Yesterday, we beat the San Antonio Spurs by 8 points. Victor Wembanyama, if that's how you pronounce his name.
Wembanyama. I don't know.
He was still putting up massive numbers on us for sure.
I saw that dunk. That's all I saw.
Yeah, you saw that dunk on Thomas Bryant. Dunk. Did you see his face?
Yeah, he was like, what? Like, bro, what do you want me to do at that point? You know what I mean? Like, what can I can't do nothing. There's nothing you can do for that.
Even if you foul, he's still dunking on you.
Yes. 1,100%, bro.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Man. So Miami did not acquire the big fish of Damian Lillard off of this season like they expected to. Very sad news, but we still have a good roster going into the season. Some noticeable additions for us this year, this offseason was Thomas Bryant, like we were just talking about, RJ Hampton, Cole Switter, uh, they call him Spider, but he's gonna be a great addition for us with the shooting game. I think he's gonna be a good replacement for Max Strus. Jaime Jaquez Jr., Triple J, he's gonna be good for us on the post. He's great defensively, and for his age, he looks like a veteran in the NBA. If you actually watch him play, that guy's gonna be out there making some great IQ moves for us. And we're bringing back Josh Richardson. You know, great guy to fill in with Bam again. Love his energy and his tenacity that he has on the basketball court. He's really gonna bring the A game of the Heat culture. He already knows the Heat culture, so he's gonna he's gonna take it to another level this year, I feel. But with these new additions, just want to get your opinion on them. Who do you like, and who do you think that we should like kick out? If you have any thoughts on that.
So I want to see something on my end. Is who we got on our roster right now. Justin Champagne.
I
don't know. I mean, to be fair, we're also working with like
well, we still gotta remember. Yeah, we gotta cut it down to 15, cuts, right? So, yeah.
I don't know, man. I really like I never had a problem with anybody on our squad. Like Strus, my dog. You know, loved him. He was coming through. I'm excited to see Tyler come back.
Facts.
Triple J. I want to see what he can do. Jokic, I want to see what he can do. Kyle Lowry, love him coming off the bench or taking the starting role. Kevin Love, great guy to have. Caleb, we saw what he did. I'm excited to have Josh Richardson back. Bro, I guess if I had to pick somebody, Duncan Robinson, I kind of have to, get
rid of that fat ass contract, man. Damn.
I guess, yeah. I think I forgot about the contract. Yeah, he got 18 million right now.
That's
he got
crazy.
18. Well, Kyle Lowry got 29.
I mean, Kyle Lowry's a champion, and his IQ is very high, bro. So I get that. But Duncan Robinson, yes, you're a great shooter, but dude, not even that great defensively, bro. I'm sorry. But
I feel like we could get something for 18 mil. I feel like we can get something for it. If I had to pick somebody, like I'm okay with like letting go of Duncan. And I only say that because the way he wet the bed or whatever happened to him during the regular season where he just wasn't showing up. And then he had like it was either 2 or 3 back-to-back wide open threes. Nobody on him. And I think it was the last game or the game before with the Nuggets in the finals that like his shots would have given us the lead.
I think it was game 4. Yeah.
Bro, 3-1 and 2-2 are 2 different series. 2 completely different series, considering that you took one in Denver already. Bro, you cannot miss those shots. And you did. And that's why I go like, bro, Caleb showed up when he needed to.
Well,
Lowry
in the finals, he was kind of quiet too.
I mean, Eastern Conference Finals, he showed up in the finals. You're right.
Time. Yeah.
In the finals, but like at least he got the Eastern Conference Finals to show for. Like Duncan, dog, we're not asking you to drop 50. We're asking you to drop 12. But those 12 are very important.
Very critical.
Yep. Very critical. And you didn't. And that's why I go like, bro, Duncan Robinson, if I had to, which I'm not mad keeping him either, because I just kind of go like, yo, bro, shoot or shoot. You know what I mean? I think Highsmith, a lot of potential in him.
Facts.
For sure. Tyler Hero, Jimmy, Thomas Bryant, Bam Adebayo. So I'm excited to see what we've but I think at the core of it, bro, we need a big. We don't have a big. We don't have.
We brought in Thomas Bryant, but we got to see his potential.
I hope if bringing him in means that Bam Adebayo can get, more rest and better quality shots. Because, I mean, Bam, a lot of the playoffs, he played scared, dog. Like, going up for, like, a turnaround. Like, we're not asking you to dunk it. We're not asking you to shoot from 15, dog. Like, just hit him. You're in the post. All right, boom.
Oh, he needs to shoot that shit from 15, dog.
He
needs to shoot that shit, man. He has to, bro.
Because he worked that offseason with Bosch, and then he came out shooting it, and I was like, oh, shit. Like, all right, my boy's going to do work. Like, and...
Dude, if they give you the room, bro, if you were watching...
He played scared against, like...
Jokic
and Al Horford. And there was another team that came in that I was like, bro, he looks like he's afraid to, like, shoot or, like, be timid. He's he's hesitating.
Yes, like he's thinking about it too much, man.
Right. And it feels like you have to think, like, is the intimidation factor is in the other player? And, like, because of how well they play defense or how well they're, like how much stronger they are than him or what is it, because you see it. You see the hesitation. And I'm just like, bro, like you can't do that. That's not how we gonna win.
He's too great of a player for him to be doing that, man. And like, he's not a fantastic shooter from the elbow, like you're saying. But if Jokic is giving you 6 feet of space for you to shoot it, just shoot it, bro. Shoot it.
Take that shit.
Come on, man.
Take that shit.
Yes, because who else is gonna shoot it? When you watch that finals, the only people that were shooting the ball really consistently was Jimmy and Bam. Everybody else was like intimidated, I feel. Obviously, that's just from the outside looking in. But from our point, I feel like the other players on our team were intimidated for real. So if we have our second star player intimidated to shoot, we're fucked.
Yeah, for sure. Like, and that's the only thing that, like, makes me kind of go, who's our number 2? We hope it's Tyler. I mean, I hope it's Tyler. I hope we can, if we can get, I don't want to say 2020, but,
no, that's what we need, though. We need
2015 from Tyler, Bam, and
fuck that. 2020. You said it right. We need it.
I feel like we're good for that, right? Like, I feel like Tyler Hero, Jimmy, and Bam should be good for that night in and night out. They should be able to get you 20 points every day, every night together. You should, like, bro, when we had LeBron, Wade, and Bosch, and them motherfuckers were averaging like 80 points a game, we didn't have to think about it. We're just like, all right, so we're going to get 80 from LeBron. Where are we going to find the other 30 to 40 points that we need to win this game? You know what I mean? So I feel like
Ray Allen,
Norris Cole, Chalmers. Pick your poison, So,
even UD was out there still doing it.
Birdman. Oh, fucking James Jones. He was good for like 3 threes. We didn't need you to score 20 points. We need you to score 9.
Yes.
That's all we needed. Yes. We're going to give you 3 good looks. You're going to make 3 buckets. You're going to get us 9 points.
Make them, because you're not going to get no more.
And that's all he did. That's all we needed him to do. And that's what he would do. And, if we can get 60 consistently from them 3, whether it be the 23, 17, 20, or whatever the case may be, we get 60 from them. I think we're in good shape. But, I mean, dog, I just look at that Denver series and I go, who's stopping them?
Nobody.
Who's stopping Denver?
They were too big, first of all. They were too big.
If we're going to be the one who stops them, we thought we could stop Jokic, which we did. And then it was like, all right, Aaron Gordon, go off. And then it was like, all right, we stop Aaron Gordon. Then it was
the white boy. The white boy, he went out for the second game. He had like 15 points.
No, bro.
I forgot his name.
I know who you're talking about.
Talking about the backup point guard, the rookie.
No, but I'm talking about 27.
Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray. I was gonna say Jamel Hill. I was like, I know it's not Jamel Hill. I know who Jamel Hill is.
She a goddamn analyst.
I
she
know.
A goddamn broadcast. No, but Jamal Murray's a different breed, though. I don't think anybody can really stop.
It was like they all had their nights. Like each of them, they all were like, "All right, you gonna stop me?"
Yeah, because Jokic didn't have a good first game. He didn't have a good first game. He had a great second game, but then the whole team shit the bed. So that's why we won.
Bro, it was so wild. But I just go back to like, we need outlets, bro. We can't have playoff Jimmy. Playoff Jimmy, ya se le fue la expiration date. Eso ya se
terminó. I don't think so. I think he's gonna be
Granted,
back, but we need help.
He's gonna be able to do it. He's gonna be able to do it, but he ain't gonna be able to do it the way he did it last year. I don't think so. I mean, like, and even if he can, how many more he got? Give him some goddamn.
No, he's already
help.
old. He's already
like
old.
I need, like, dog. Think about if Bam Adebayo would have just given us like an extra 10 to 15 points those nights. Jimmy was still giving us those 40 point nights, but we could just add like an extra 10 points off Bam. And then this is where I go, like, we hope Tyler is our answer, because we always go like, man, if Tyler would have been there, we would have gotten like 20 off of him.
What ifs?
Right, stuff, right. So, I mean, I'm glad we kept Tyler. I don't think I'm glad that we didn't get Damian Lillard. Not because I don't like Damian Lillard. I just feel like and maybe I'm just not in tune with the basketball world like most people, but I felt like all these offers were crazy. They were like,
they were. They were
like, oh, we're gonna give you four or five current players and 3 future players for your one player who's like,
no, we were gonna lose our whole bench for him, literally.
And I'm like, what? For a guy who, like, dog, if it was Jokic, I get it. I feel like if we had Jokic,
bueno, Damian Lillard is up there, doggy.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to take away from, bro, the guy's phenomenal. But what I'm saying is I would trade more for Jokic than I would for Lillard, because I get more from Jokic than I get from Lillard. Basic principle. Stature, size. The guy's huge.
I get it. And he's a playmaker.
And it's like, but like, he showed us, oh, you don't want me to shoot? Well, I'm gonna dish out 17 assists or whatever the fuck he dished out. Where it was
he dropped a double, 22 points and like 22 assists.
No problem. And then he's like, oh, you want me to drop 40 on you? Okay, I'll drop 40 on you. Yep. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm still gonna get 15 boards. Like, so it's like he's either attacking you. Like, I feel like Damian Lillard really is only gonna attack you like 2 of the 3 ways, which is off assist, most likely not, and off points.
But that's the thing. That's the only thing we needed was the points. If we had someone that could drop 30 a game, because Damian Lillard could. Bro. No. I think our defense was good. It's just against Denver, it was a bad matchup. 100%.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, we need some. We can't. If we're supposed to be the best 2 teams in the NBA, it's not far-fetched to say that we might meet again in the playoffs.
Well, and I don't think we were the second best team in the NBA. I think we were like the 10th best team. We just got lucky as hell.
That case could be made. Because I'm not going to disagree.
Really quick. If Giannis doesn't get hurt, we don't get past Milwaukee. I'm sorry, Heat fans, but that's the fucking truth.
Right. I think that's fair. I think it's hard to negate that. But at the end of the day, we were the last one of the 2 standing. Facts. So as much as I agree, I definitely agree with what you're saying. Like, I don't feel like we was a number 2 team at all. Like, if I was gonna rank it, we're not there. But the reality of the matter is that we were. So the likelihood of us seeing them again is gonna be, big. And if we do see them again, what answers do we have? And it ain't going to be a 30-piece from Damian Lillard. That's what I'm saying.
Of course not, because he's in Milwaukee.
Well, right. But I still don't think that, I mean, maybe we would have had better ball movement and we would have had better options, but I just go like,
and we back, ladies and gentlemen.
And we're back. And we are back.
All right, so I'm looking at the finals, right? Obviously, we got whooped in a gentleman's sweep 4-1. But you look at all these games. First game, we lost 104 to 93. Second game, we won 111 to 108. Third game, 109 to 94. Fourth game, 108 to 95. Last game, 94 to 89. So if we had someone else putting up 20, 25 points, it's a fucking series. Game 7. Not saying that we would stop Denver, because I do think that their team was huge. I think everybody on that fucking team was like 6 and up. You know, we had some small players. Bro. You know,
Kyle Lowry's all ass, bro. Like,
no, what you expect? He was ass that series, man.
No. I mean, literally, he is all ass. That's where his
that boy bounces. He doesn't even jump.
How tall he would be if he put his ass on his head.
That boy would be 7 feet.
Easy. They were big ass gargantuans, bro.
Yeah, it was tough for sure. But one thing I do want to mention to the Heat fans out there, right? Because I do like our squad. I do think that we'll make the playoffs for sure. I think that's guaranteed right there. I think we could finish 4th, 5th seed, depending on how Philly turns out, because I think Milwaukee and Boston are going to be 1 and 2. I don't know how that's going to work, but it's going to be 1 and 2. But for Miami, I think our roster is straight. I think we're going to mesh very well. And then for Tyler Hero, ladies and gentlemen, I think Tyler Hero is going to come out and be ballistic because of all these trade talks that happened this past offseason, and how he was going to go to Portland, or he was going to go to Philly, or he was going to go shipped out somewhere else out west where he did not want to go, where he has a life in Miami and he wanted to stay in Miami. And he shows that he is a good player. 6th man of the year a few years ago. And now he's going to have all this on his shoulder. He's going to have a big-ass chip on his shoulder. This is going to be the size of a big-ass Lay's potato chip on his motherfucking shoulder. And he's going to go out there and he's going to show people what he is made of. And I am predicting that Tyler Hero will be an all-star this year. He's going to be a starter. So he's going to have the eligibility to be an all-star, and he's going to go out there, and he'll probably drop 20 or more points per game. He's going to go out there and be a menace. He's not going to care what no one says, and he's going to show everyone, you know what? Miami should have never even thought about trading for Damian Lillard, because I am him.
Bro, I had a conversation early on Tyler Hero's career, and we made they said, like, you think Tyler Hero could be the MVP of the league? I said, I think so. I said far-fetched, but I think he got what it takes to be the MVP of the league. What if he don't win MVP of the league, right? But we go back to the finals and he carries us on some, like, we should have won last year if I was on the court. Yeah. And he does it this year and he wins. Here's my big double down bet. Where's Vegas? What's the numbers? What's the number to Vegas, bro? Because I'm about to call in. You heard it here first. 5:01 p.m. Central.
On the motherfucking G Perspective,
October 14th on the G Perspective. Far-fetched. He go back to the finals. And then Tyler Hero goes off for redemption. Shout out Drake. And gets the MVP finals. That's going to be my far-fetched bet. But
you put $10 in that to win 200 G's. Why?
Bro, 100%. That's it. That's all I need.
We need that, baby, please.
Once. I just need to be right once, bro. That's it. I'm excited to see Tyler Hero come back, man.
Yeah,
and,
me too.
Kevin Garnett made a good point when he was talking about, like, I'm excited to see Tyler Hero come back and like not be on, like, he shouldn't be on some, like, why'd y'all try to get rid of me? He's like, I think Tyler Hero has a good understanding. Like, this is a business. This is how it moves. Nothing's personal. And you're here now. So, like, show up. And
no, I don't think it's going to be a vendetta to Miami, though.
That what?
I don't feel like it's going to be a vendetta to Miami. I think it's going to be a vendetta to the NBA and be like, I'm going to show y'all what's good.
Yeah. And I'm excited to see him, bounce back and play. And it's a fun season, bro. It's going to be a fun fucking season. I'm very, very much excited to see, where we go. I think we end up like somewhere in the 4-5, 6 spot.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to be like number one in the East. I mean, I could be.
I don't think we're going to be 8th again either.
I don't think we're gonna be 8th again, 100%. But it's gonna be exciting to see where this season takes us. And then whatever fucking when's the trade deadline? In February?
Yeah, right after All-Star
break. Right after or before? After.
Off the top of my head, I don't know, but I know it's around there.
So roughly All-Star break. So we still got a lot that we can add and see. But I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. And then bro, we got Coach Spoelstra. How many people can say that?
Come on, man.
The Spurs, the Warriors, the Heat,
the Clippers. Because I think Ty Lue is a great coach.
Oh, Ty Lue. Okay, I thought Doc Rivers. I was like,
nah,
it's Philly. Yeah, bro. I feel like Ty Lue definitely. I don't think he's still. I don't think he's in the category of Steve Kerr, Pop, and Spo.
No, he's tier 2. He's tier 2.
Right. 100%. So, dog, we just kind of go our coach. We're gonna run everybody, all point guards are all 5 positions right now. You got 5 point guards running all 5 positions, and you'd be like, all right, yeah, bro, Coach Spo.
Run it. Hey,
fucking does it.
Fuck it.
This is how they do. You know, this is how they do it in the Philippines, right? This is how they do it in the Philippines. Nobody's over 5'8", so he's used to it.
You want to play all free agents? You want to play all fucking undrafted guys?
Yeah.
Fuck it, go ahead.
Everyone dribble with your left now. Everyone dribble with your
left. Oh, let me say this, by the way. For you fucking NBA fans out there that swear that you know shit.
Fucking fake-ass NBA fans.
That you guys swear that you know shit.
You Boston fans.
When Miami gets undrafted players and we develop them and we put them out there in the court and they show what they're made of.
First, shout out Colt Spider.
Yes. Shooter. Great shooter right there that's going to be for us.
Undrafted.
Yep. We put them out there and we show the world what they got. And you guys say, oh, how are they doing it with undrafted players? Oh, how are they making it this far with players that didn't even get drafted in the first or second round of the NBA draft, the only 2 rounds of the NBA draft? How are they doing it? But then they come and they show out and we put up wins and we get to the finals like we did last year. And then they get shipped out and they go to other teams. And then you guys say, oh, no, they can't do it without those guys. They can't do it without them. But they're undrafted. So which one is it?
Yup. And if you start the narrative with who are these guys and how they're going to help this team, and then you end it with how are they going to do it without them, you got to understand that the principle of it, bro, as cheesy as it is, it's the culture, bro.
Yes.
It's the culture.
No, but my bad to interrupt you. I don't think it's cheesy at all because I hear it from other NBA players on podcasts and videos and all this shit.
Right.
And they talk about, most NBA teams do not have culture. This is why most NBA teams are not thinking about going to the fucking finals, making the playoffs every fucking year. But the teams that do have culture, winning culture, that's all they think about.
Right. And dog, to do people will talk about I couldn't go to the Heat. They have a regimen of I can't do XYZ. Mm-hmm. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, I'm not going. It's so crazy to hear that. But it's true, bro. The culture matters, man. And I'm gonna bring this down to such a basic level. I worked for one restaurant for almost 10 years, right? On and off. I had left the company a few times, but overall, I worked for the same company and the same restaurant for 10 years. And the teamwork, the culture we had built there is what I saw help run the restaurant so smooth. The reason I bring this up is because I just started working for a different restaurant 6 months ago. Okay. And I'm leaving. And one of the big reasons why I'm leaving is because of the culture of the restaurant, right? When people ask me oh, why'd you put your 2 weeks? I'm like, dude, your culture is something this works, right? Obviously it works. You guys have
making money and it's running.
Right. You have a successful restaurant.
Yeah, exactly.
It works. The culture is working. But the thing is that the culture doesn't work for me. And I'm from the school of thought like where, oh shit, George, you need your drinks ran. I'm gonna run your drinks. Can you do me a favor? Watch when you're doing what you're doing. Go watch
Help each
this
other
for
out.
me.
Help each other.
Right. Everyone's like, yo, we need ice. It's not like everyone walks by it 6 times, sees that it's empty, and then they go like, oh, maybe we should get ice. It's like we're seeing it go down, and we're like, hey, bro, don't worry about it. I'm gonna go get ice. And like everyone's on it. And the culture of this restaurant and the culture that I come from, which like is the Miami culture, right? Where everyone's like, go, get it done.
Fast pace, fast life.
Right. Get it done and get it done quick. And like I came to this restaurant and the culture was a little different. And that was a big I guess like an overall factor of me deciding to leave the company was because I saw how their culture was, where I was like, nah, I'm not down with that. Nah, bro. This is like downgrading myself. If I were to be cool with this, it pretty much says like whatever I do, it's not that important. And I'm like, nah, bro, call me egotistical, but I'm like, I'm above this. I'm not gonna do this.
Nah, I don't think that's egotistical.
Yeah, and I'm like, honestly. Nah, I'm good. Like I'm gonna.
Your standards. You know your standards. You're not gonna lower your standards.
And I feel like I built that because like I had worked for like Nordstrom for so many years, and I had like a bar set.
Barista?
No, fuck out of here, bro. I was a bartender.
I'm talking shit.
I wasn't a barista.
That boy was a barista.
I looked down at baristas, bro. I was like, bro, nah, stop that. Yo, bro, I swear to God, at the Nordstrom, the last Nordstrom I worked at in Miami, we had to make cocktails. No. So they closed that one down, right? But before they closed that one down, that's where I started. I moved to the one in Coral Gables at Merrick Park.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I went to that one. And then like 6 months after I started at that one, the Dayland one shut down completely. Like Nordstrom shut down a bunch of locations. I think they shut down 12 locations after COVID. So I become a barista. Motherfucker. I become a bartender there. And the thing is that like as a bartender, you have like 12 seats at the bar to take care of. But then on top of that, you have 4 tables that you have to take care of.
Yeah, bartending was awesome. I did it for 2 years. It was great.
Bruh, I'm good. Not at this place. Fuck that. You had to make everybody's drink, right? It was like, I don't know what the code limit was, but I think it was like 300 people, something like that. And you also had an espresso machine. So it was like you had to take care of all cocktails and all coffees.
Yikes. And
it was like cappuccinos, espressos, cortaditos, macchiatos. I didn't know what any of these were. I was like, what? What the fuck is a macchiato? And then you got to sit there and you got to foam up the milk. Right. And as you're foaming it up, there's 3 cocktails walking in. Right. And then you got sat with a party of 2 at that table. But then 3 people decided to sit at the bar.
No. Is that a fast paced life of a bartender, bro? It's always like that. Always.
Bro. It was fucking.
That boy reminiscing out here.
It's server nightmares. Bro.
Facts.
But pretty much the culture of that place was very good. And my boss was in the trenches with me. Like my boss wasn't telling me like, yo, go bust that table. My boss was bussing one table and then telling me, bust that table over there and then meet me at this table. Like he was in it with me. You know what I mean?
Jimmy. Sound like Jimmy right there. That hit me.
Bro, everywhere. He was everywhere. He was on, bro. You ever worked the restaurant industry?
Yeah. I worked at Center Bistro in Dolphin.
Okay, so Expo, the Expo station, you got the cooks, you got the for people who don't know, you got the bartender, you got the server, and you got the bussers and the host. Bro, I would see my manager go from Expo where he's watching all the food to make sure it's going to the right tables. Once he got that handled, he would go to the host stand to go help seat tables. Yep. And then when he sat the tables, he would go to the servers and be like, yo, what do you need? You need a soda? You need a soup? Da-da-da-da-da. And then it was like, yo, our tickets are behind. he would throw an apron on and jump on the line and be like, what do you need? The pizza station needs help. He'll jump on pizza. Oh, sandwich station needs help. He'll jump on sandwich, so on and so forth. But that was a culture. That's what he brought into the restaurant industry that made everybody go like, how am I not going to do my job when my boss is doing everyone's job and more?
If you're going to be a leader, you got to lead by example.
Bro, led by example like a motherfucker. And I saw, because the thing is that you would get the same group of individuals work on a Monday with him, and then you get the same group of individuals that work on a Wednesday with an assistant manager, and it's a whole different
ball game. Yeah.
He don't got the same pull my boy had.
Yeah.
Nobody moves.
He was probably lazier.
A little bit. A little bit lazy.
It always tends to seem like that.
A little bit more of like the point and go do this and go do that.
You do this, you do that. La 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 la.
La 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 la. Where is the pussy magnet? Right? It's one of the king of the castle.
This is my sister from Kazakhstan.
You never get this. You never get this.
Love that movie.
Yes, classic. So culture.
Yeah, no.
Big,
honestly,
big fucking thing, bro.
I don't think the Heat are the only team, really. I think there's culture in LA. I think there's culture in Dallas. I think there's
culture in Miami Gardens. In Miami Gardens, in the home of the.
I was gonna let you finish it. Of the Mermaids. Oh, I'm sorry. The
Dolphins. Goddamn Dolphins.
I know.
Goddamn it, Lorenzo. Shit.
I just
lied.
I just said the Mermaids because I mess with my boys all the time because they stay saying the Dallas Cowgirls. So I'm like, yeah, the Miami Mermaids, they're doing their thing too.
The Miami Mermaids got me into arguments with my girl, bro. This where you gotta cut it. No, this where you gotta cut it. This is the edit. This is the edit. This is
I ain't editing shit. Fuck
this is the edit. One time early on, me and my wife, well, she was my girlfriend at the time. We started dating, and I did an event with the Dolphins cheerleaders, and I took pictures with them. And my girl's like, "Why you gotta post them pictures? Why you gotta put them pictures on there? Why you gotta do that?
It's good for my brand. What do you mean,
bro?" At this point, I was still CBas the voice, so I'm out here like, "Yo, I'm somebody," you know. So I'm like,
a lot of time and everything.
Yeah, I was like, dude, you know, I got my followers, dude. What the fuck, man? What you expect, man?
Come on, bro. And you with me or against me?
Bro, 100%. Bro, I used to say the dumbest shit, like shit you should never tell your girl. Like if your girl ever tells you like, oh, am I like the sexiest person you know? You're supposed to say yes.
No matter what.
Right. And then I was like, nah, you know, like there's models and stuff. Straight up. Your boy straight up.
My girl would look at me with a face like I'm about to punch you in the neck.
I was like, no. What do you mean? I was like,
have you not
like models?
Have you not seen Scarlett Johansson? Have you seen the Avengers?
But to be fair, I also said this. I was like, nah, like, you know, I was like, do you think that I think I'm the hottest person you've seen? Like, absolutely not. Like, I'm not a model. Like, I was like, I'm not a model. I don't do underwear commercials. Like, I'm sure there's guys out there who do underwear commercials that are way hotter, you know? So it was too logical. You can't go too logical with women. That shit don't work with them, bro. That shit don't work with them. So don't do that. Don't say that. If your woman says, am I the sexiest girl? You God damn it. You the only girl. Alexa, play Rihanna. Only girl. That's it. That's what you do, bro. That is the move, bro.
This was CBas Mattar and George Michael Perez on the Red Table Talk.
Just saying, bro. I'm just saying this. We're giving out advice for free. You
for free, yeah.
Y'all be paying for $90
Just subscribe
on BetterHelp. You gotta pay $90 a month on BetterHelp.
$90 a month for that therapy app? Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I always hear commercials about it. Damn.
Yeah, me too. You get a 50% off. Wow. Use code G Perspective. 50% off.
I need to use my own code. Hey, man. The Miami Mermaids, hey, the Dolphins, they're doing good. They're doing good. They're first in the AFC East division, top of their division. You know, you got
I can't believe this.
Right. You got the Buffalo Bills in that same
Yeah.
division, New York Jets and New England Patriots that were at forever dynasty and now are going down the plummet hole very, very quickly.
Yes.
Tua is leading the league in pass yards thrown with 1,614 and a completion rate of 72%. 11 TDs thrown and 5 interceptions. Miami's passing game is the top 5 in the league right now, folks.
Top five.
And their rushing offense is number 1 in rush yards with 929 yards. You got the rookie Devin.
Hold up. That's an edit. That's a whole.
Why? Hey, we raw out here, baby. Son, I don't give a fuck.
Nah, nigga, you need a condom for that. Don't come raw like that, bro. That boy said, "I get you with my scary laser beam."
Oh, Tricky's gonna see that. He's gonna fucking laugh.
From the top, though. From the top.
No, dude, I'm not editing shit. Oh my god!
Bullied on the internet and get me divorced in the same video. God damn it! Holy shit! I like it. Let's run it, bro. This that Mike McDaniel's offense right here.
For all my 100,000 followers out there, we're gonna get put on blast.
Yo, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah, right. I wish. I'm like 70.
Hey, dude, that's better than 69. There it is.
Is it?
You right. I'll take that one back.
The rush yards, 929 rush yards y'all got with a league average of rush attempts of 135. So you guys are doing pretty good in the run game and obviously in the pass game. Your offense, in my opinion, you guys are number 1 out there. Other people's opinions, they might say the San Francisco 49ers, but you can't really, they're doing pretty good.
It's a debate. It's a
debate.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Nobody's on the wrong on either side of that argument, I feel like.
Yeah. And your receiving core is top 10 in the league for receptions with 121 receptions, 1,681 rush yards with 12 TDs. But the defense for Miami is what's really lacking for you guys. You guys are in the bottom half of the league, according to some articles. Miami is allowing 27 points per game, 6 rush TDs and 7 pass TDs with those, allowing 353 yards per game, which is a lot, with only 5 turnovers this season, which ranks them at the bottom of the league. With all that being said, and with all that you've been watching the Dolphins throughout 5 weeks, now it's going to be 6 with tomorrow when they play the Carolina Panthers at home, who are 0-5, so I expect you guys to win that game. With all that being said, how are you liking your Dolphins this season, bro?
Bro, let me I'm gonna, in the words of Drake, I'm gonna keep it 8 more than 92 with it, 100. And last year,
sick ass bar.
Yeah, that was tremendous. I was on the hype train, and I started jumping on the hype train, and I was still hesitant, like, nah, bro, like, fuck, man, like, Tua's little, I don't know. I think we were just coming off the Fitzpatrick season.
Yeah, I remember the last episode we had, you were still like iffy about Tua.
Right. And I was like, nah, I don't know. And then we had the first 3 to 4 games of the season. I don't remember if we were game 3 or 4 where we played the Bengals that he ultimately got, like, taken out because of the concussion thing and the whole 9. But bro, with all that said, we look great. I did not want to buy into the Tua's hype last year, and then the glimpses of Tua we got was great. And I was even on the fence. I'm only being 100% transparent. I was on the fence about Mike McDaniel, where I was like, yo, this is another first-time head coach we got. We had Brian Flores before that. Then we had Adam Gase. I'm like, this is our third first-time head coach we're going to get, like,
in like 3 years, right? Or like 5 years.
Something like that. And I was like, bro, this isn't healthy for anybody. I don't fall into it. I don't back it up. And then Tua being little and all this. And I was just the first person that said, like, nah, bro, this ain't it. And then the whole thing with Tua happened last season, which, I had discussions with my friends where it was like, I was like, look, bro, if everything on paper pans out the way it is, like the way our offensive line is set up, the way our offense is set up, if everything on paper stays the way it is, everyone stays healthy, I think we're very dominant. And, bro, we are very dominant. I mean, we're putting up NFL numbers. Historically, we're putting up, whether it's even if it's in the top, maybe it's not the record-setting number, like 73 to win the game or whatever the case was.
Which he could have done.
We could have. But maybe, and I always go like, what if, this is one of my theories, because I said this, I forgot what team we just played last week, but I said, like, what if we didn't score 73? Oh, yeah, the Giants. I was like, what if we didn't score 73 against the Broncos because we want to score 73 against another team?
Right.
And, like, the Carolina Panthers would be kind of crazy. Yep. Like, if hypothetically this situation were to arise again where 73 is an option or 72, you fucking do it. You know what I mean? So
you make history, bro. You make history.
Now, I feel like Tua is healthy, smarter. Mike McDaniel's a better coach. I feel like everyone's gotten better across the board. Tyreek and Tua have another extra year of working together, right? Waddle and Tua. You pick the relationship and you just add more time spent together, which only helps that relationship. Bro, I don't want to say that we're gonna be. I still think Kansas City, bro. Kansas City is Kansas City. Yep. You know what I mean? So son los Yankees.
And they have the best defense for Mahomes since he's been there. I'm telling you right now. Crazy. That defense is amazing, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I've seen some games. I feel like, however, although I do see, like, Kansas City rolling over teams, they have had like mediocre games where they like kind of scrape by, like this past week where they just had, like, you expected that game to be like a damn near blowout.
It's because of receivers, man.
And it was, and it wasn't, and that's where I go like, but at the end of the day, you also go like, well, you guys have been a great team for like 4 or 5 years in a row. So I guess we could kind of cut you some slack.
The Dolphins, they're looking great. They're looking great for sure. I think you guys have a lot of potential, but just like how you were mentioning of Kansas City, that's going to be, in my opinion, that's going to be the team that it's to beat moving forward. You still got Buffalo. You guys didn't do well against Buffalo, but it's always
Buffalo got our number. They got our number.
It's a division game. It's tough to really play those out.
10-1?
Yeah, dude.
10-1, bro. Also, just because I'm purple. I'm not red. I'm not blue. I'm purple. I'll tell you the truth. That last game last year in Buffalo was on some bullshit.
You could have won. No, you could have won.
Dog, we didn't get blown out in Buffalo. And then all of a sudden, Buffalo does their Santeria in the fourth quarter. And all of a sudden, it's a blizzard. For 3 quarters, there's no snow on the goddamn fucking ground. And all of a sudden, in the fourth quarter, there's a goddamn blizzard. And we're wearing white. Come on, bro. Get the fuck out of here. And we missed it because of a field goal. Get the fuck
No, if you had Tua, though, I think you win that game.
No,
you didn't have Tua.
We had Tua that game.
No.
The snow game?
You're talking about in the playoffs?
No.
Oh, okay.
This was the second time we met up in the play in the regular season.
Oh, yeah. That was a Thursday night game, I think. It was a Thursday night game.
Yes. We played at home, and then we played in Buffalo for the second game.
I think you're talking about the playoff game. I think you're talking about the playoff
game. I think it was like 28-31 or something.
Yeah, no, it was by a field goal for sure.
And it was that they hit the field goal, and there was no fucking snow until the fourth quarter. Come on, bro. That game was so much ass. It would be 9-2, not 10-1, and it would be a big 2. That's the thing about it. It'd be a big ass
No, it'll be
motherfucking
8-3 if Tua would have played that playoff game.
Yeah, but but I'm excited, bro. Do I think we're gonna win the Super Bowl? I don't want to say no, but I think it's possible. Not going to be the first outcome. Not the first team I think that wins a Super Bowl, but I think it's possible.
Yeah. No, I think it's very possible for you guys too. My thing with the Dolphins, bro, it's the defense, man. The defense is what's really shaky. Obviously, you don't have Jalen Ramsey over there. Xavier Howard is not playing the way that he really plays.
He ain't been playing the way he been.
Yes,
playing
exactly.
2-3 years now.
Exactly. So your defense is a little shaky, and I've said this from the jump since before week 1 that your defense was going to be shaky with Ramsey out. Hopefully he comes back around maybe week 13, 14, 15, whatever his, because he's
whatever he needs to come back, because
supposedly he's on a faster pace of coming back. So hopefully he comes
apparently
back
everybody is. Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, with technology nowadays, for sure, and they probably got some remedies out there, fucking doing some Awastika shit and fucking. Out there
I don't doubt it, bro.
Fucking rainforest dancing.
Who knows what Joe Rogan gave Aaron Rodgers? Because apparently Aaron Rodgers was supposed to be in a boot for 6 weeks, and he was walking in sneakers in 13 days.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's a 42-day period, and you skipped 29 of those days. You fast forwarded. So, I don't know. I mean, all I know is that, like, even if our defense is mediocre at best, when Jalen Ramsey comes in, I feel like now we can really play the way we want to play our defense. I feel like right now
that's if he comes back healthy 100%, though. Because if he comes back 75, 80%, and they force him out there, that might be bad.
Nah, yeah, I agree. I think when I say this, it's under the understandings that this guy's back. Like, this guy's 100%. There's no hesitation with the doctors and the coaches and everyone looking at him do his thing and go like, yeah, no, this guy's good. I'm saying that with that intention, that I feel like right now, our most important thing is don't let this shit break. Don't worry about getting it better. Just keep it the way it is right now, right? And everyone just kind of hold it, and we sustain as much as we can. And then when he comes back in, then you have more leisure to move players around and see what you got. And you also have a bigger sample size, right? Of teams, their footage, what they can do. And then also what you've seen from other teams and players where you feel like maybe at the beginning of the season, you thought this guy would have been better for safety position, but maybe we move him down to the corner. Maybe we move him over here. Sure. So now you have something else to work with. So in a perfect world, Ramsey's coming back 100%. He comes back quicker than timetabled, and he's gonna. We have a lot more leverage on how we want to utilize him and the players around him because of what the intel we have. But what do I know, bro?
No, you know.
You know what I mean?
And when it comes to your offense, bro, other teams have to pray that you guys do not make completions, that you guys do not run well, because you guys are the best when it comes to before the ball is hiked. You guys have so many shifts on offense that the defense, if they get clusterfucked and they get confused and they don't know what to do. So when it comes to your offense and you guys scoring points, I don't think anybody should have a worry about that. I think you guys are going to be number one in that, and teams are going to have to put up points with you to stay in it. It's just, like I said, the defense is the only thing that has me worried for you guys moving forward, because you're going to face Buffalo again. You're going to face Aaron Rodgers with the New York Jets when he comes back. You're going to face Patrick Mahomes maybe in the playoffs. And even though they're not doing so great, I'll still put Baltimore and the Chargers up there to you guys to
they'll
be facing.
Always be, they'll always be a challenge. No question. No question. Yeah. So, 1,000%.
I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park for you guys, but if your offense keeps playing the way that they're playing, and that is impeccable right now, I think you guys will match up with anybody. I think you can go to the Super Bowl. I don't know about winning it all. Right now, it sucks to say it because I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, but I think the San Francisco 49ers have that in the fucking bag. But the Dolphins do have a high percentage of making the Super Bowl and even winning it. So that's good for you Finns fans out there.
Yeah, no, it's I mean, like at the bare minimum, kind of just to kind of tail back to the Marlins. Bro, we're in the plus. You know, we're above 500. We're in the plus. We're having good games. We're not having good fluky games where we win by a field goal or by an interception in the last minute that we were down. And no, bro, we're winning games the way they're supposed to be won. We're playing great football. Our running back game is, I feel like it's more modern. I feel like our running back game is kind of like how baseball is nowadays, where there's a lot of like, there's teams that are okay without a starting pitcher, and what they'll do is they'll put out 3 pitchers for 3 innings each, and they're okay with that. And I feel like we've adopted that mentality in the running back position where we have like 3 or 4 different weapons, and it's not a 1 through 3
like a Derrick Henry type situation.
Right. It's like anybody can go in at any time. We know how to use them. We know how to utilize them. You don't know how to adapt to them. And we got the upper hand that way. So I feel like we're doing that with our running back situation. I mean, goddamn, our wide receivers are one of the fastest, if not the fastest. And our quarterback,
best wide receiver in the game, in my opinion, Tyreek Hill, best wide receiver.
Yeah. I mean, dude, if you, it's like in basketball, you'll say like, who do you want to take a shot for the last minute? Like, yo, what receiver do you want to throw the ball to?
You better throw it to. And it doesn't even have to be a bomb, even though obviously you want the bomb because of his speed. But you could throw a slant to him, and he still probably get you 60 yards.
He'll make something happen with it. So, yeah, man, I'm excited. I think, look, bro, Buffalo could have our number all the time, but if we see them in the playoffs, that's going to be
that's the ultimate.
That's going to be the one that matters. You know, you could be 11, like we said, 10-1, but if we see them in the playoffs, even though we'll play them one more time since then, but let's just say hypothetically
let's say they beat you again, they go 11-1.
Bro, all we got to do is make sure they're 0-1 in the playoffs against us.
Because Buffalo, the last 4 years, have had hype to get to the Super Bowl. They haven't even done that. They haven't even done that. So if you guys beat them and go to the Super Bowl, you know how heartbreaking that's going to be. That could even mean the end of Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs.
I think that case could be made. Yeah. I think that case could be made.
You guys made playoffs one time last year since 2017, I think it was, or 2018. And if you go, the Buffalo Bills have made the playoffs the last 4 or 5 years. You go to the playoffs and you go to the Super Bowl. Oh man, they're gonna hate fucking life,
bro. I'm saying. So I mean, I'm excited, bro. I think we got a lot to see. Again, it's only week 7 that we're getting into. So I just hope that we handle it. Who do we got this week?
Carolina.
Dolphins? Oh, the Panthers. That's right. 0-5 Panthers. I expect us to win that game. I mean,
100%.
Here's the thing. So
by 3
Marlins and Dolphins have done things that they typically don't do, which is when they play a team they're supposed to beat, they don't. It's almost like they play down to their opponent. But these years, like this year between the Marlins and the
Dolphins, stomping on them.
I feel like they're doing what they're supposed to do. Where I go like, and that was another thing just to tie back into the Marlins thing. When I said the Marlins were winning 7, 8, and 9 innings, they were also beating teams they were supposed to beat, and they didn't give them a chance. And I feel like the Dolphins are doing that too. Like, I feel like the Giants game should have been a little bit more in our favor and less points for the Giants. It could have been like a 40-10 situation. But regardless, we took care of business.
Well,
and it's the same thing, I think, with the Panthers.
Well, Tua threw a pick that really wasn't supposed to be. Yeah, but I'm talking about this one because I think the other one was just like flat out.
Yeah, he threw it right.
Yeah, exactly. But there was a second one that was not supposed to be a pick, and they returned it for a pick six. So,
okay, but regardless, we handled New York, maybe not the way we wanted to, but we took care of them. We won nonetheless, and we won by like
it was a good bounce back game after Buffalo for sure.
I mean, I'm expecting us to do the same thing with the Panthers. I don't think we're gonna fucking drop 73 and shit, no, but I think it should probably be like, somewhere in the 30s, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 30 to 14 or something like that, 30-9. So
I wouldn't be surprised if it's a shutout.
I'm telling you. I would be. I feel like if we can do that, that's good for our defense. And if we can get our defense's morale up at game 6 or game 7 of the NFL season, fuck it. We'll do it. We'll take it.
We'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited to see the rest of the season and God willing, Tua's jiu-jitsu classes pay off. So who knows, bro? You never know when you're gonna get sacked in the middle of the night. My scary laser. Oh my god, dog.
Oh, Mario, if you see this, man,
this whole episode is sponsored by Mario, dog. My boy.
My dog CBas, man. Hey, thank you for your time, man. But let these people know where they can find you and listen to your stuff, Mr. Comedian.
CBasMattar.com, YouTube.com/CBas Mattar. That's spelled CBAS. Can't buy anything expensive. And plug that in. You can see it anywhere. I'm based out of Austin. I'm in Miami every now and then. So yeah, that's where you find all my stuff. CBasMattar.com. You can find my YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. If you don't like my comedy, feel free to write it underneath the YouTube comment. Share that bad comedy with another one of your friends so you guys can shit on me together and we could raise these views up. So, man,
just share them with everybody. Just make fun of him so he could get all
make everybody. I want you to watch my comedy and go like, I could do that. And then I want you to send me a video of you doing that. So absolutely check me out everywhere. CBasMattar.com. Yo, George, it's definitely a pleasure, bro. Thank you so much for bringing me back on, man. It was definitely a fun time, man. I appreciate that. For
sure. Guys, you know where you can follow me. Twitter at GeorgeMike Perez. Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at GMike Media _. The audio podcast, all versions on all platforms and YouTube as well. CBas, I appreciate you, and I'm gonna have you back on again probably at the end of the season. We could talk more Dolphins ball and the Heat, baby, in the Miami Heat.
Yes, sir. Los Miami Heat. Los Miami Heat.
2 minutos.
Epa.
All right, my dog.
All right, brother. Good talking to you, man.
Yes, sir.